crafters, this is Sandy McManus with needsaribbon.com, and I am bringing you a very fast and easy Easter, Mother's Day, May Day, whenever you need a simple basket out of paper. I didn't come up with this idea. I don't know who did, but I have found some simpler measurements than I saw online. I will post those at the end of this video so you can pause and look at it, and I'm going to type them up because my handwriting is not great. Okay, so this is one of the baskets. I accidentally hacked that one, and of course I grabbed the one that I boochied up. It's big. I made 5 of these. These are for our actual Easter. They're so big they barely fit on camera. And I had so much fun, and I thought, oh, my daughter, for her office, I made a whole bunch of these, be about a dozen, that she can take to her office. She works on Saturday, and fill them with her own little goodies. And so I will address it now. And yeah, look, they all hers could probably fit in here. It's so big. So that being said, because I used a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, the base is 4 by 4. On this one, it's just under 2 inches. And I will go again, the measurements will be at the end. And here's my little tip. If you're trying to size it for your personal project, whether it be, you know, whatever, think about what you want the base to be. Now, I didn't have any paper bigger than 12 by 12, so my base is 4 by 4 because you're gonna basically divide it into 9 even squares. That's how you come up with the measurement, and that's how I was able to come up with this one. And again, we'll go over that in just a minute. And I'm pretty proud of that because I did not see anyone coming up with this size. The ones I saw were 6 by 6, 12 by 12, and I think 9 by 9. I will work on some other measurements, but again, you want to think about what you want that little base to be. And then you divide by 3 each direction, or 3 one direction, because it's the same. And you're basically making 9 equal squares. That's how I figured this out, and I'm kind of happy with those measurements. So let's get started. I am using the double oval punch. I am using our retiring 2019 to 21 in color DSP. I have very little left of Purple Posy. You will need some big scissors, and again, tips coming up. And here's the paper and that, and I'm using the Purple Posy standard size cardstock, and the stamp that I used is Oval Occasions, which pairs with these two. Those two pair. That didn't make sense, but you know what I mean. Words, whatever. Put that aside. And I'm using our retired stapler. Oh my gosh, I still love this stapler so much. You can use what you want. Again, most of the other instructions I saw online, they used glue, our green multi-purpose glue. And I'm like, oh, no. We can make this so much simpler, faster, easier. Wait a minute. Okay, so again, the measurements will be in there. And this is what I did. I cut it down so you can get 2 out of a standard sheet of paper. And I hope everything is on camera. And so you're going to cut off 3 inches or cut it to 5.5, however you like to do your math, as additive or subtractive. Then you're just going to rotate, and I don't think I'm quite on camera, a little bit off. And you're going to cut that to 5.5 square, and then you get 2 out of a sheet of cardstock. Again, makes it easier, very little waste. Set this aside. You will need, actually, why don't we do our cutting now? and then we'll switch to scoring. So to come up with the handle, a 5.5 handle didn't work, so I cut it to 6, and then so 6 by 1 is your handle for this size basket. Now for my big basket, I did 1.5 inches by 12. So you kind of get the math. It's approximately what your paper was. But the 5.5 handle was fairly short on here. That's what I found. That's why I went to 6. So you get 3 handles. You get 3 handles into this, and then some extra if you want to use that to decorate. That's pretty cool. Again, makes it an easy and affordable, and it makes the math really nice. So I'm very pleased with this. Okay, so we are going to score in 1 7/8 on each side. 1 7/8. One 7/8. Now, if you're doing a 6 by 6, you'd score in 2 inches on all 4 sides. The 12 by 12 one, I scored in 4 inches. 9 by 9, you score in 3 inches on each side. Do you get what I mean about the math? 8.5 by 8.5. Also, very little paper wasted then. I can work on that. So I gently started to burnish my score line. Wow, I didn't get that one all the way through. That's what happens when you're talking and not watching what you're doing. That's okay. It's an easy fix. Just there. So just gently burnish them. And this is why you want the big scissors. You're going to trim in on opposite sides up those score lines to your middle score line. Oops. See, again, now I'm nervous. I made 500 many. I made 16 of these or something like that total earlier. Didn't make a single boo-boo. Of course, now that I'm filming, it's time for boo-boos. But, okay. So, there you have it. You want to, okay, so you want to burnish. I actually brought my and you want to burnish these score lines. You want a nice firm fold with your bone folder. So you can see where my boops are. Oops. Oh well. That is okay. It is homemade and it's cute. Okay. So this is the next step. So you're going to take and put your basket together. And this is, again, I saw some other ways, and this is my method that I found works the best. And I will try and make sure it shows on camera well. Some people stapled them like this. Some people stapled them like this. I mean, that's a personal choice. I found the best and most kind of baskety looking thing was to go and bring these in until basically they meet the top of that inner flap, like that. And this is also what I did. I'm gonna have to do this one-handed. I should have told you this. You want to take and just kind of pre-rub your handle so it curves better. And for the small ones like this, I went in and just used one staple. I fed this thing in as far as I could and just used one staple. And then on this side, and one staple. Don't worry how it looks. And I think that's part of why maybe some people didn't like the staples, because we're going to cover it up. And why wouldn't you? So, bringing back, I did not grab Well, we'll just, oh boy, that's okay. Yeah, as I pause. Sorry about that. So I forgot to, no, that's not gonna work. Well, we're gonna pretend that I brought all my supplies to the table, because you'll want to punch out of this gorgeous grape, you want to punch out your scallop oval. Then you want to take, and I didn't bring white paper either. That's okay. We're gonna take and mount our stamp, stamp it on our white cardstock, see? And then you'll color that in before you go in and punch it out. Now, I had to trim my paper down. To show you with this. I had to trim my paper down for that small oval, because as you feed your paper all the way to the bottom, look, you'll cut out another oval, which is fine if that's what you want, if you have a use for, you know, white ovals for a different project, and you may. Otherwise, trim it down to 1 1/4, and then, and now I can show you that little tip. So yeah, let's bring my basket back in. So I did this, the bunnies on one side, and I did the gingham paper, the purple posy gingham paper on the other. And this is how I did that fairly easy. Again, I trimmed my paper to 1 1/4. And then you got that. And then I was able to just strip feed, and I was able to get out of a 6-inch wide piece of paper 1, 2, and then 3. So that is one of my tips for you. And I didn't bring glue. Interesting. So very interesting. Okay. So I have nothing to glue this to anyway. So here's my basket. So I won't be showing you a completely finished basket as me assembling it. But you attach that, attach your other double oval on the other side. And that's how you get these. They go really fast, really fast. And see, this was a little bigger, so I wanted to cover up more of it, and it actually it just scale-wise too. So I used our retiring layering oval scallop dies, or they're layering oval dies, but there's the scallop ones in there, to back that. This is really big. I don't have that much to fill it, so that'll be interesting. So anyway, let me bring back these, and there you have it. How to make some super fast and easy Easter baskets, May baskets, treat baskets, maybe for a shower. I don't know. We're still not all getting together that often. Come up, you know, just even if you have coworkers you want to make a little treat for, there's all kinds of things you can use that for. So there's the super fast, easy, affordable little paper baskets. And those are my tips and tricks. Stay to the end to see the measurements. Bye. Find me at needsaribbon.com.